But I think it's time to call mom and dad and apologize. Stop ridiculing your religious family and start learning hymns. You're going home. You're going to start singing in the pews. Our God is an awesome God. That's right. You're going to marry your high school sweetheart and dedicate your life to the Lord. You're going home to that small town. You're going to community college. You're going to be a waitress at a local diner, and you're going to get fucked good by the town bad boy in his leather jacket. It's pleather, probably, but whatever. He's going to fuck you good. And you're going to remember what old small-town cock tastes like. And he ain't smart, and he hasn't read Marx's Capital. No, he's going to fuck you good in the basement of his house that's owned by his alcoholic mother, who's very happy to see you because she thinks you're going to save her son's life. Hello, you were living in New York. Oh, it's glad to see you're hanging out with Cliff. Cliff could use a girl like you. He's had a rough couple of years, but he's a good boy. Mama loves Cliff. And you're going to go and you're going to suck his balls and you're going to lick his taint. And you're not going to eat his ass, but you should because you're not going anywhere. Settle in. Start becoming friends with your high school, the girl who used to torment you, who was a cheerleader. Now she's a fat mother of 3. And now you see her as a person. And you don't mind how much she tortured you. You don't mind that because you see how much she's suffering now. And there's some schadenfreude in it for you. And you two become friends. And when Denny's opens back up, you sit there and you wedge yourself in a booth and you scrape the bottom of a bowl of queso and you eat pancakes and fried shrimp and food that doesn't even go together because you're back home for good. And you've dedicated your life to Christ now. And you're going to community college and you're working as a receptionist at a construction company that's failing. And your boss and you do coke together. And he hasn't tried to fuck you, but you've already resigned yourself to the fact that if he tries, you're going to ride him good. Because you don't have shit left. It's all over for you. 6 months ago, you were prancing around Brooklyn, telling everybody you were non-binary and you hated your parents. Now you're back home fucking men and praying to Jesus. You're back home eating big, fluffy omelets stuffed with cheddar cheese and grits. No more tuna tartare. No more vegan fucking soup. It's all over. It all ended quickly. But you realize in that this life is actually more real than anything you experienced in New York or San Francisco or Chicago. This life was the life you were always meant to live. And you go into that local bar and they know who you are. They say, hey, baby, how are you? And you go to the bartender, Erica, because she's a friend of yours, and she's got a few bumps of Coke for you, and you take a few shots, and you feel like a winner. You sit on that bar stool and you light a cigarette and you feel like a winner for an hour. And then you walk back out into the cold night terrors because you have no more money and no more blow. And you go home and you toss and turn in your bed as you sweat and you come down from the devil's powder and you think about Cliff, the town dirtbag who puts his cock in you. You think about your fat arch nemesis who's now your only friend. You think about your shit construction job. And you thought to yourself, if you had any sense, you'd get back in your car and drive it right into the ocean. But Denny's ain't bad. Those pancakes are fluffy, and they'll be hot tomorrow morning when you slide them down your throat. When you slide them down your pig whore throat. Because you're going home. And that's my message to the people out there that are confused about what the next steps of your life are. Many of you don't know, but that's what it is.